This is fascinating. I've been working a lot recently on Gandhi and education. For Gandhi, education, peace is crucial to peace and nonviolence, and it has to start at the youngest age. So for Gandhi, it has to do with how we socialize children in all these multidimensional ways. Primary school education, how we use language, how we socialize children in terms of what he would call character formation. Do they have values, virtue? Are they ethical? How do they deal with conflict? Conflict is part of life. How do you resolve conflict? There are all kinds of interesting nonviolent or violent ways to deal with conflict. In terms of university level, I've tried to apply it. Gandhi would say the University of Maine and all of our institutions are extremely inherently violent. But they're very structural violence. He'd say we're socializing and educating people into a violent world, and we're reinforcing and rewarding them. So for me, this is where Gandhi is so interesting. For example, Gandhi would say, for example, let's say if you're in business here, or political science, or public relations, you're basically assuming an adversarial relationship, and then the question is, how can you win in a win-lose world? By defeating the other, controlling the other. For Gandhi, this involves manipulation, exploitation, ego. For Gandhi, ego is a big opponent. Ego, greed, right? Attachment to property, viewing success in terms of how much do you own, how much wealth do you have, how much power do you have. This is the source of violence and war in the world. Gandhi would say, even if you look at, say, sciences here, they're based on a violent worldview, most of it. In other words, the dominant model that we've had is our role is to exploit nature. Nature is just out there for us to use. So Gandhi would not be surprised about climate change, lack of and in fact, when you destroy nature in an organic, mutual sense, you're destroying yourself. It comes back to destroy you, and in fact, the future of humankind now is at risk. And so Gandhi would say we need a more holistic, organic view. Nature isn't there simply for us to use and exploit. We are part of nature. Right? Well, how can we develop a more ethical, spiritual, sustainable way of relating to nature that has some future? So in that sense, there are all these dimensions, Gandhi would say. For Gandhi, ethics is crucial. Right? Ethics is crucial. Gandhi has all these sins that he always advocates, and one is he keeps talking about if you have knowledge without values, power without character, this is very dangerous. And in a full sense, Gandhi would say, if you graduate with a degree and you don't have values, you're not an ethical, a moral human being, you're not compassionate, in a full sense, you're an ethical failure. You're an ethical failure, right? And so, again, you can see just in a little way how Gandhi has a lot to offer us, I think, in terms of education.